Oh,
No way. Are we live?
I think so.
Okay, let's find out. Monitor the chat, if you will. Let me just get this up. Uh, okay. Get all the scratches in now before people join.
Get all the scratches in.
You know, like when you just like scratch your cock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're definitely live. I can see it.
Never seen that before.
Huh?
Never seen that.
No,
Are
I'm
you
saying we're
doing?
definitely live. I can see it there.
Yeah, I can see it too. It's actually kind of scary. I can see it like on the side monitor.
Can we see how many people are viewing or anything?
One watching like right now, and that is me.
Hectic. Let's um
Yeah,
let's
so
make it known that we're live.
what's the one person watching us?
Righto, we may as well rip in.
Like now. Yeah. Here we go. Um, yeah, it's actually scary. I can see it in the corner monitor. It's whack, wackus, if you will.
Nice. Do you want to like start or
Well, no one's watching,
but they can join partway through.
I guess. Um, Welcome to the final episode of the Head and Heart podcast. To whoever may be out there, as always, I'm the heart. Why are you the heart, mate? What's going on
I
there?
know. I
Why are
didn't
you
even
the heart? Why have you been named the heart? You're not the heart. You're the head.
how do I rename?
What's going on there? Anyway, so as always, let's talk some footy. Supercoach, the season may be over for us, but you've got some good news, don't you?
Yeah, mate. Huge news. Won the boys Supercoach comp. Very, very proud, very happy. Probably my biggest achievement in life ever. So,
So
um,
no head, a certain Adam Steele says. By the way, that man owes me a very, very big apology after calling four of my bets shit last week. Um, what are your thoughts on my bet of the week?
well, I mean, we may as well jump into accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can touch on the bet of the week firstly because that's probably the first point of accountability. Your bet of the week, I thought was terrible. So, I'm just trying to remember what were the four. It was
Where is it? Here we go. So it was when did this bet go?
it was Eels.
Yeah, so it was Eels,
I can tell
uh,
you.
Eels, Finns, Knights, and Raiders all together. And I was paying 47 to 1. Of
Yeah.
course, I didn't realize the Eels game started when it did, and I did not put the bet on.
But put it on the rest of the legs then. Like just the Raiders was paying like 5 to 1.
Well, you see what happened was I got so convinced that it wasn't going to happen by the group chat that I just chose not to put it on.
Yeah, poor from you. You
I
got
should
to
have just
back
listened.
yourself
Like
up
I'm the heart, I should listen to myself from time to time.
both. Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get back on track though. How did you go with your super coach? I know you dominated. So how exactly did you dominate this season?
I mean, just mate, just perfect forethought and planning through the season, just unmatched dedication to the craft. But no, yeah, I guess through the final series, I mean, I still had a loss in the final series in that first round, but then I sort of just saved enough trades that it would be that I could sort of push forward. And then Mickey, the neck that we had last week, he traded out Garrick to originally he was going to trade it to Marzu because I had Marzu to try and counteract that, but then I also had Garrick and he just thought Marzi would do better, I guess. And then Garrick went for 130. And then because
Ouch.
Garrick went so big, he ended up trading to Toto anyway, and Toto went like 40. So, and we didn't have that many players different. So I pretty much already won by that, like by earlier in the week. And then it was just a cruise home for victory. Captain Ponga, 120 odd, double. Can't complain, mate.
Can't complain about that at all. Well done. Congratulations. We
Thanks,
have another message from the group chat. No, I will not stop damning my mum. Please don't tell the wife.
mate. Is this on the?
Can you not see that? Can you not see the live chat?
Yeah, wait, I'm pulling it up now.
We've got two messages there, mate. Catch up.
Please wait. Why did Adam say so no head?
Because your name was Hart, so no
All
head.
right, right. Gotcha.
What a silly
Please,
prank.
please stop DMing my mum. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Mm. My mum or your
Um,
mum? What, don't we share mums?
true.
Because like I do a you see her on the side.
What
If I'm seeing someone's mum and they're their son, we share a mother.
are you saying? You're his dad?
No, I'm saying actually, yeah, I probably should say dad and not brother.
Yeah, nice.
See,
Um,
this is all the unfiltered stuff you get now.
oh, we got a question in the chat for yourself. Which dinosaur has 500 teeth?
Only the heart can answer. I'm going to say one with a lot of teeth.
Uh,
Very toothy dinosaur.
I don't think that's the right answer.
What's the one where it has like there's this fish, right? Like an ancient fish, and like its jaw is like a massive spiral. Do you remember that one at all?
No,
Do you not remember like the what's it called? I'm gonna look this up. Uh, dinosaur saw fish with lots of teeth. What
it's
was it
very
called?
related to
Spiral teeth. That's it. With
NRL betting and Supercoach.
it is. It definitely is. They're asking for it.
Google search is
Okay.
allowed.
Look up the helicoprion. Look it up. It's a very silly
He
fish.
meant Google search is allowed for which dinosaur.
Which dinosaur? Yeah, I'm going with the helicoprion. Look it up.
Hey,
Look it up.
look up which dinosaur has 500 teeth.
What? Why
Look it up.
has 500 teeth?
Which is it? Say
How
it.
do you come up with that?
Say it. What is
That's
it?
not. How is Ben Martin aware of this? What does that mean?
It's it's I don't know. I don't know. You
Uh,
tell me. What did it say when you looked it up?
I don't think I can say that word. University of Chicago.
Yeah, nice.
Baltimore County.
Do we want to talk betting or Supercoach or
We can get there, but I want you to look up the helicoprion and tell me that doesn't also have 500 teeth.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, so anyway, let's get back on track.
Let's just talk
So
accountability from last round. Did you have any other bets that won?
yeah, so I had the Storm head to head that won. Oh, sorry, that didn't win at all, actually. They won.
Nice. They lost.
Yeah, so I had two, well, yeah, I had three bets that actually got up that round. Well, one that I only got partially on anyway. So we'll get through it.
Yeah.
So first game of the round was Cowboys 38 to Storm 30. What an absolutely massive scoreline, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, the Cowboys just can't close out a game, honestly. Like I had the minus 11 and a half. Like they were up. They're up like 14 and then just fucking Storm scored late. But, the Storm team was better than I expected it to be when I put the bet on. I didn't expect like Wishy and Pap and all these players to play. So, who knows? And they're playing a full strength team this week as well. So, interesting. But
Chat, can we get a question for the head, please?
yeah, drop some questions for the head.
Yeah. I'm not going to answer that one.
Adam said it's racist if you don't say what the dinosaur with 500 teeth is.
Uh, no.
Ben, ben, ben said, hard. What age should we allow children to transition? Any comment on that?
What are they transitioning to?
Maybe he can respond and give some
Yeah,
more
can
clarity.
can you clarify that? Because we're talking about like say doing like a skateboarding transition. Um, I think they probably shouldn't do that until they can like, actually take a bit of a fall.
Mm,
You don't want kids transitioning out in skate parks when they're not ready.
true. Yeah, great answer. Which
Which
NRL
player has
player?
the biggest schlong?
Yeah, I think Regan Campbell Gillard really has to be in the like in the conversation.
I think I know who exactly Benny is referring to, and we won't
Which
say that name because it's quite racist.
which winger? What?
Oh, I thought he was talking about a certain Roosters winger for biggest schlong. A
Who?
6'4" English bloke.
Oh,
6'6" actually.
yeah. True.
Transition from center to winger. I don't really know many people who've transitioned from center to winger, do you? It's
What
normally the other
age
way
should
around.
what age should children be allowed to transition from center to winger?
Yeah. I mean,
What age?
I don't know, like at what point do you actually start tackling?
How old Zach Lomax?
Good point, 25.
So I reckon 25 probably. That's when you're allowed.
Yeah.
That's why he really wanted to stay at center because he wasn't legally allowed to transition to winger.
Yeah, because they were transphobic.
Mm, mm.
Mm.
Yeah, in terms of positions.
So Saya Feki or Ricky Luatelia. I sound like blocker there.
I'm a big Society Factory guy from way back. So
Yeah, I'm also on the Feki train, if you will.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he fecked his opponents, if you get what I mean.
His performance in that grand final was just something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so let's get back on track. We're getting a bit mixed up here. So Broncos 22, Sea Eagles 34. Yeah, this is actually another one of my bets that got up. I had Manly, Turbo, and Saab anytime. Absolutely easy money in that.
Beast, bro.
Yeah,
This
like
is
this
my
is
only
legit one
bet
of my
that got
best
up.
weeks of all time.
I had Manly plus 4.5, I think. That's my
Yeah,
only
you
bet that got
absolute
up
pussy,
around.
mate. You should have backed yourself.
Yeah. Four. Next game of the round was Panthers, Rabbitohs. Panthers won 34-12. I did like the Panthers in this one, but didn't get on a bet in the end, which is a bit annoying. But what did you have?
Yeah, look, this is the first time in a while we've seen the Panthers kind of, hold out a lead and stay out. I thought the Bunnies would be about not in it, but they'd be able to hold a line of 16 and a half. Didn't happen.
Mm, then fucking the most cooked game of the round. Dragons scored the most points ever to lose a game.
Yeah, 40,
44-40.
40.
That's just the most cooked scoreline ever. I mean, I was on the Dragons
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't know. They just played terribly for most of the game and then just turned it on right at the end.
it was not a good look. Yeah, so I ended up winning this bet. I had SIBO and the Eels anytime, so I was like genuinely panicking. I
Yeah,
cashed out with 15 minutes to go at full value, and I was like, I could be a genius.
nice,
Like
mate.
imagine if that bet didn't get up. Like it was, I think it was paying $44, like
Yeah,
out of 44 with 15 to go. I thought, just in case I need to cash out right now, there is no downside to doing so. And it almost paid off.
damn, you're smart. You should be the head, mate.
The
Big
cock, if you
changing
will.
names for this pod.
Rabbit's 16 and a half line is the worst bet of all time. Mate, you said that about multiple bets last week, and you have been proven wrong. You are such a shit punter. Listen to the bloke who is quite literally Nostradamus. We'll get into it, but I predicted three of the biggest upsets this round.
Yeah, don't listen to the haters, mate.
Yeah.
Um, the next game of the round was the Dolphins Broncos. Dolphins won 40-6. I didn't have a bet in this one. Did you have a bet?
Yeah, I did, but this is one of many bets that just didn't quite come off for me. I had the Finns and Bostock anytime.
Oh,
Somehow the Finns just didn't score. Oh,
yeah.
sorry, Bostock didn't score. I think he got denied twice because they kept on throwing the most fucked passes ever to him. And like
Yeah.
he either just couldn't catch the ball or he was throwing something that was a meter and a half forward.
Yeah.
What can you
Fucking
do? Anyway, so moving on to the
moral
next
mob.
game, which is the Sharks v Wars,
Mm.
28 to 30. I did not see the Wars winning this one, did you?
Yeah, no, I mean the refs sort of brought them back into that one and
Yeah.
FJ's last game and blah 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 blah. Like it's not really a game that the Sharks needed to win. They're pretty locked into the four, but yeah, pretty crazy result in the end.
Yeah. Mate, the Bears have to be in the comp before they can be minor premiers.
The Bears.
Yeah, look at the bloody chat, mate.
Oh, oh,
I mean, have they actually been confirmed yet? Like, just out of spite, I hope they don't make it now.
I'm pretty sure they're like all but confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bloody hell. Perth Bears, these nuts. Anyway, so yeah, for that game, I had the Sharks at a line of negative 19 and a half with Stone Street and Katoa anytime. To be honest, I was cheering this one home. Like, because I just assumed there was no way for them to lose at halftime because they're up by 18 points. And they
Mm,
still did anyway.
mm, robbed.
Anyway, we get on to the game of the round from last week. Knights 36, Titans 14. You didn't bet on this one though, did you? Because it's a
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't.
team.
But yeah, Knights moral.
Yeah, moral victory. Well, unfortunately for me, I had Knights, Ponga, Best, and Sharp. Brad Daddy just didn't get any good ball.
Mm,
Yeah, pretty bullshit
awful.
if you ask me. And Phoenix Crossland finally broke his dummy streak as well. So his
True.
moon
And
streak.
Leo Thompson.
Leo Thompson. Yeah, I believe the only person left in the team who hasn't is Tom Carnes. And I think he gets a pass for being a rookie.
Mm, yeah,
Mm. Only played
agreed.
4 games this year. Anyway, yeah.
Um,
Final
yeah,
game though was none other than the Roosters losing to the Raiders, which again, Nostradamus, that is me, I predicted.
yeah.
I told
Everyone
you,
leaves.
like the rugby league won a grandstand finish, and they got their grandstand finish.
Yeah, everyone in the comments leave a comment if you thought that was a good bet.
Yeah,
I
call
thought
me
the Raiders was a shit bet.
Coxtradamus if you will, because I've got a massive dong as well.
I thought the Raiders was a terrible bet. Um, the Raiders, yeah, like the Roosters had four players. They had Radley, Walker, Butcher, and Cheese all go down during the game. Just fuck.
Yeah, great value bet. Never a doubt.
Yeah, you just need their whole fucking spine to get injured.
Yeah, Adam. Well, it got up, so it's not a bad bet, is it?
Fucking nice bet. Oh, and yeah, Benny is actually saying the Bears, New South Wales Cup team looking good for the minor premiers.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't watch New South Wales Cup. I don't think anyone actually does, do they?
Oh, I watch every game actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, name the Knights' top try scorer then.
Um, Tom Cant. He legit would be up there. He scores a heap of tries.
New South Wales Cup top try scorers. Let's have a look. Goals. Oh, so the tries is Alan Fitzgibbon from the Bears. That's very fancy.
Yeah, the Bears are legit for me first.
Our future Knight in Schiller is currently fifth. Um, where is this stats?
Armstrong's first.
Armstrong. Yes, it is Armstrong. More like weak strong
No,
because he's leaving the league. Am I right?
Armstrong, and then Mossad, Dreeke, McCarthy, Sutton.
Jarrell Skelton's up there. How is Zach
Thanks
Sini
for
still playing footy? I thought
Cant's
he
got
played
eight
more.
though. Cant's the top non-outside. Actually, I don't know where Hayden Sutton plays to be fair, but I
Yeah,
assume
who is
outside.
Hayden Sutton, mate?
Huh?
Who is Hayden Sutton?
No idea.
I thought Rugby League Guru's whole thing was watching every grade. Is this not him? Fuck off. Does every chubby white boy look the same to you, mate?
Oh, I've actually got a connection to the rugby league guru.
Yeah.
I saw his brother out the other week.
How'd you see
Oh,
his brother out?
Josh Durkin.
Who, who the fuck is that? How do you know that, man? Is
Oh,
he,
mate, if you know, you know.
doesn't he play Resies or something as well?
Yeah, he plays either Rosies or yeah, I'm not sure.
Look him up.
I don't know if he's playing this last cup yet, but
Yeah,
he's in the
okay.
Roosters.
He'll get there anyway.
Mm.
Should we talk about footy there now? We get back on track.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, I mean, I'll touch on my Supercoach rank quickly. Um, also we should probably say because I lost that we both have to do the challenge now.
What for? What was that again? What? How did
I
I
mean, I shouldn't
lose?
have reminded you, but because you won the at the beginning of last week, you'd be like, if I
Yeah.
win the 48 to one, will you do it? And I was like, you'll never win that. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'll do
Oh
it.
fuck yeah! I completely forgot about that. Holy shit!
Fuck, I shouldn't have reminded you.
I am a fucking genius, mate. Holy shit!
Oh,
That is entirely on you. That is all on you.
well, I just thought like there's no fucking way you win that bet. So I'll
Okay,
take
so
it.
we're getting rid of this just because I don't really want to see you wank in my house. But we'll do the 12, 18, 24. What do you think?
Yeah, sweet. I'm keen on
What we could replace the six with something if you wanted, though. What do you think?
that. Nah. I mean, it'll already be shit. Honestly, are we even going to be able to do? We can. There's definitely a modification to the challenge because there's no way we're going to be able to do. Are you going to run the fucking how? Which one are you going to run?
Probably do 12. Oh, fuck, I might have to do 18K, so I could
Yeah.
we'll just
Well,
make
but
it a
it's
walk, not a run.
yeah, but you're not going to walk 18K.
Mate, it's doable. Like you just have a couple beers with you and you basically just go on an adventure.
True.
Chat, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I guess we could still do 12, 18, 24.
Maybe replace the six with carrots or something like
Nah,
24 carrots. Surely that'd be funny as fuck. What about darts?
we could do six stars. Oh, this will
Just
have
put
to
the
be
six.
this will
Sorry?
have to be way later on though, because I'm gonna be away.
Yeah, true, unfortunately. Just put the six wanks behind the paywall. The fans want to see it.
Who
What if we
said-
just put what if we put it on live leak or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
righto, maybe we can we can take that into consideration.
What
Um,
about six darts? I reckon it's a good one.
yeah, we could do six stars. Fuck, actually, six stars is so gross.
Yeah, that'd be fucking foul. Just having a fucking smoke beer and a walk at the same time.
Yeah, I really don't want to smoke six stars just
Yeah.
for no reason. We'll think on that. We'll think on that.
What about
Um,
schnitzels?
schnitzels,
Yeah. Make it a
six
challenge.
schnitzels.
Make it a challenge.
Cause we're already having 24 donuts or however many
True
donuts.
Iron Man, if you ask me. What else could we do?
I don't know. We'll think about it. We've got plenty of time to think about it.
What about
Actually,
circuits?
people can leave in the comments what the six should
Six
be.
pingers.
Six.
Hear me out. What about six laps around the T9?
Six laps around the
As
T9.
in the training. Go all the way around from Hornsby to Central.
No, fall asleep six times on the train, end up in Newcastle.
You've already done it twice.
Oh,
Uh,
um, yeah, let's move on.
we could take a page out of Harry Garside's book and just do six rejections from the general public.
That would be fun. I would get around that.
Yeah, actually, I don't really want to do that. I hate talking to other people.
Yeah, but that's why you got to get out of your comfort zone, mate.
Straight at six NRL games.
Six NRL games. Oh, Magic Round. We do it at Magic Round.
Yeah, and some have to get caught at only one, not two, not three, not four. Like, how the fuck would you do six at once?
I believe in you, mate.
Anyway, so yeah, how are you going in Supercoach, by the way? Should we get back
Rank is up
on
to
track?
7,400 now after I had a pretty good, obviously had a pretty good week because I won. So 7,400. I'll probably be like, I'll probably win the whole thing this week, I think, with a big score. No, I'm just kidding. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully I keep like top 5%. That'd be nice. So that'd be what,
Yeah,
around
nice.
top 8K. As long as I keep in the top 8K, I'll be happy. I've still
Yeah,
got, I can
yeah,
feel the
that's
full.
not too bad.
What's your rank? Please find out your rank.
I don't want to know, mate. I really don't want to
I
know.
want to know though.
Fucking hell. Oh, we've had someone else join the chat. Welcome, whoever you are. We're talking rugby league, aren't we? What is my super coach rank? Let's find out. Keep in mind, I haven't changed my team for about, I think, 7 weeks now.
Yeah, nice.
Coach, NRL. Let's find it. Let's give it a wobble wobble. Super coach. Here we go. It's loading. It's loading in anticipation.
I think it's 64K. I don't know if that's right though.
Fuck yeah, it's better than I thought it'd be.
You actually had an okay week last week.
How?
You had, wait, if this is right.
Yeah.
Oh
Good
no,
evening, Paul. How you doing? Welcome to the chat.
yeah, shout out to Paul
Yeah.
Everston
Yeah. Help us out. We're
addressing.
doing the 6, 12, 18, 24 challenge, but we have to cut out wanks to make it PG. So the options are what? Carrots, trips around the fucking Sydney Metro. What else?
Weeks at six NRL games.
Yeah, six darts.
But we don't give options, just give us a
I'm
solution.
just suggesting. Dude,
All of the
last week I got mine 60. I was in the top 49%. What are you talking about?
I don't know why I thought you did. Oh, actually, no,
Stitching.
you had a few players like not play. So, but like some of your scores are actually decent. If you
How?
if you fixed your team, it would have been good. Like if you played Ponga, if you played Garrett.
And it's all about the heart, and the heart gave up this season.
Mm, no, it's good. It means your rank for next year can only go up. 64K ended up.
Exactly. Like if you give up, it means that you can try more next time and do better.
Yeah, you can
That's all
be
that
yeah, you're
that's all that
improving.
matters.
You know what your rank would have been previous years?
I don't want to know. Dude, I captained Dom Young in a week. He got 125 in round 24. And then I've
Nice,
been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I played 12 that week and still somehow did got 1K.
nice. Beast, mate.
Any list lessons from Supercoach next year? Yeah, you definitely win some and you lose some. Isn't that about right?
Yeah, I think I played it well this year. Last year I burnt so many trades early and just like had no trades left, and I like
Yeah.
had one trade left for the grand final. Literally perfect. Anyway, let's move on from Supercoach. Supercoach season is done, but the betting season is not. Let's talk the head and heart bet of the week. Take it away.
Look, the head and the heart combined this week. We've only got one leg, and that is Knights 13 plus. I can't see it happening any other way, can you?
Yeah, no, makes perfect logical sense to me.
It's not
Knights
happening.
make
It's
it home.
not happening. Newcastle are just simply too good, and I'm telling you, I've got this theory that we're destined to make the semis this year,
Yep, yep.
and that comes into my best bet of the round, which is the Eels, Bunnies, Cows, Panthers, Sharks, and Knights to win at 53-44.
Is there a logic behind that? Or
Well, you see, I think the Eels win the Spoon Bowl. That's fair enough. That's
I
basically a
literally have
given
the
at this point.
Tigers, but we can get into that when we get into the game.
And then I've also got the Rabbitohs to beat the Roosters, even though they're outsiders. I think these lads will get up and they will get up hard against a Roosters team that is pretty fucked. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What's so funny? You
I
having a
just
giggle?
read the comments.
Which ones?
Paul goes, Steve now. Cheers, please.
Uh, yeah, no, fair enough. Anyway, we'll get back on track here. I reckon they win. And then the Cows, I reckon, beat the Bulldogs. Bit of a hot take here. I don't think the Bulldogs are very good without Matthew Burton in their team to basically kick them out of trouble. And then from there, Panthers win, Sharks win. I think those are pretty obvious points at this time. And then Newcastle win, which means that Newcastle would be in eighth and Cowboys would be in fifth. That would also mean that the Roosters would be in fourth, right? You following me here? So,
Yeah,
so it'll be a Cowboys game at home for the Cowboys against Newcastle if that's the case. And if that's the case, I think Newcastle win based on the fact that they have struggled against the Cowboys. Oh, the Cowboys struggled against them, and honestly, they should have won if not for the fact that Jackson Hastings and co gave up. If that's the case, then Newcastle win. And that leaves Roosters in the fourth position, losing their game because they've got no one left. And then Newcastle play the Roosters in the second round of the finals, right? And there's no one there. So Newcastle, Kalen Ponga beats the Roosters, and the Knights are in the semis. What are your thoughts on that?
I love your theory, but I disagree, unfortunately. My bet of the round is an Azaki 8. I've got the Storm minus 15 and a half against a Broncos team missing everyone. Uh,
Too far,
Tigers,
Chop, too far.
Tigers plus 3.5. I'll wait to the game because that's a bit of a spicy take, but I'll wait to the game to talk to why I like the Tigers. Roosters minus 13 and a half. They've still got everything to play for. They can get a home final against a Bunnies team that's has nothing to play for and they're dreadful. So Roosters, Dragons minus 2.5. Couple of losses recently. Expect them to bounce back against a Raiders team that also have nothing to play for. I mean, like if we drew with the Dolphins, then one of the team that wins that game would go through. But basically, they both have nothing to play for in that one. The Bulldogs minus 2.5. I expect them to bounce back after last week. That's not my exact best bet in that game, but for the Azaki 8, that's what I like. I got the Titans plus 19 and a half. It's a crazy line, even for obviously they're playing the Panthers. The Panthers still without Cleary, I believe. Actually, I haven't even looked at the team. I just saw that massive line and like the Titans. Yeah, no, still without Cleary. Yeah, I like a Titans team that gets Kenny back as well. I prefer the Titans at that line. And then the Sharks plus 1.5. No turbo in that game, and then the Knights minus 2.5. Very obvious. Finish to that one. Get that on Bet365 at 181.58 to 1. Um, that's our best bets, but let's jump into the games. First game of the round is the Broncos versus the Storm. Does anyone in the chat have any questions about particular games or we got a comment here. Can you please talk about your IPS?
I swear people mention it more than I do at this point.
No, you always bring it
When's
up.
the last time I brought it up, Khan?
Well,
Oh, can
not
I
that
say that
much
online?
recently because you've told every person that'll listen that you've got IBS.
Yeah. What's wrong with having poo pants disease, mate?
Uh,
If you have to live with a crippling illness, sometimes you got to make light of it.
true. This is a safe space if you want to like
I don't think it is, to be honest.
express yourself.
Express myself how? By
No one's listening to this, so you can just say like how you
you're
feel.
gonna say I can express myself because I can, for whatever reason, like paint art in the bowl.
Mm. Isn't an everyday thing that you just like messy diarrhea or
No comment. You
no
should probably move
comment?
on from that.
Oh, okay. Any questions about the so brave heart we got?
So brave. I'm
Mm,
stunning and brave, thank you.
yeah. Any questions about the games? Leave them in the in the comments.
So
So
inspiring
inspiring.
to whom?
Nice, nice. But the first game around the Broncos versus Storm. Let's just talk betting. Run through these games.
I was gonna say,
Uh,
some say Simone Biles dedicated her gold medals to my struggles.
that's what I've heard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah, so to this game, the Storm surprisingly haven't actually no, they have rested a couple blokes.
they
In
haven't.
particular, they've rested Papan Hughes and Christian
I
Welch.
think Pappenhausen was injured though.
True, he was. Well, Welch though he wasn't playing last
Yeah,
week.
well, it's just shit though. Like it's not even a resting really. He just sucked.
That's a bit disrespectful, don't you think, Ben Martin?
He's not that good. Like he doesn't offer that much.
Yeah,
And but like all the other players are just like restings, as in they played last week in the place of some of the normal starters. So they've actually got a lot of players back.
yeah, I
And
agree with Adam here. I genuinely think the Storm will probably put the pace on in the first half and just give up. Like, I don't see them trying too hard. They've no
yeah,
real reason to keep on putting pressure on them. This is just a tune-up game for them, essentially. I think they can. I don't think they can lose their first place, can they?
they can't. They couldn't even
Yeah,
lose it last round. They'd already locked it in. They were like four
yeah,
points clear. So
yeah. On that basis, I genuinely think that the Broncos could be a chance of winning here. Like they haven't really got any players rested other than Pappenhausen and Welch, but you've got a coach who's under pressure. Everyone doesn't seem to like him. It's a home game, and it's basically just it's a nothing game for them. So I reckon they've got a chance of winning for the fans, if you get what I mean.
yeah,
Like the coach tells them, hey, you're not expected to win, but put a performance on out there for the people who come and watch you week in, week out. Like I think there's a genuine chance of the Broncos winning based on that.
I disagree. Like you look at their team: Piakura out, Staggs out, Haas out, Willison out. And then you've obviously still missing like your Reese Walsh, and Ezra Mam. Their team's fucked. Like
Yeah, who isn't fucked these days though?
I don't see them really any chance in this game. But yeah, maybe the Storm go hard in the first half and start to rest some of their boys in the second half. You can definitely see that. So maybe a first half line, if you're going to play it on the Storm, is the way to do it. But I think there's definitely a risk still that the Storm put on points in the second half. So definitely wouldn't go anywhere near playing the Broncos, in my opinion. It's a fixture as well that like it's a pretty big rivalry between these teams because they're both traditionally very strong clubs. So I think it's one that Bellamy will want to win. So yeah, I don't really see the Broncos any chance, but yeah, I mean Bellamy's not an idiot, so if he's not going to like risk playing players for no reason, so yeah, you don't have to play the Storm in this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. With that in mind, though, I have taken the Broncos head to head at 490.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have a best bet in this game, but I obviously
Yeah, you're leaning towards the Storm in this one. I get that. But again, at $1.19 is really worth getting on the Storm.
yeah, no, I'm not going to get on them head to head or anything, but maybe a first half line would be an all right play. But I got them at the full time line on in the Izaki 8.
Here we go.
Let's
Next game is the probably the second biggest game of the round, the biggest in the Tigers probably ever history, to be honest. This is to avoid the third spoon in a row for them, and they're outsiders at Campbelltown. Can you believe that? That's how bad their season is going.
Yeah, just before we jump into that, there was a fan question. They just wanted to know if you got an offer to compete in the Paralympics.
I already responded to that one. I think it's disrespectful to the athlete who are going out there participating with very severe disabilities. Mm.
Yeah, well said, well said.
Yeah, we don't partake in ableism in this group chat.
Well said.
Mm.
But yeah, drop some comments now about the spoon bowl, any opinions you have in this one. But yeah, obviously you said you like the eels. What's your reasoning?
Well, first of all, I think we saw the Eels can put on points as we saw last week. I think they're peaking in the right moments to avoid the spoon. I think the Tigers' upset a couple of weeks ago was a fluke. I think the only reason why that game was even remotely close last week is because quite literally the Eels stopped playing 15, 20 minutes until the end of the game. They just didn't need to play anymore. On that basis, I think the Eels are the far better team, and I think they're desperate to not win, so not lose, unlike the Tigers, who are quite literally going to be facing down the barrel of three spoons, and they're just apathetic about it.
Yeah, for me, I disagree. I think this Tigers team is very similar to a Bulldogs team of previous years. The Tigers team will get Luai in next year, and I think they'll be far better for it going into next year. But I think this is where their sort of next season has to start. They have to put in a massive performance in this one to show that they actually can win games that they sort of need to, if you know what, like if that makes sense. Um, I think I'm still not convinced by the Eels. I think the Dragons just played terribly last week, and most teams would have beaten them. So I'm not massive on the Eels, even though they did get a win and put some points on. Um, and yeah, Tigers team at home off a bye last week, so they'll be well rested. The entirety of their focus will be this game for the last 2 weeks, so they'll be locked in. Eels would have obviously had the focus on the game last week, and then they move into this one. I think it's a game that the Tigers really get up for, and they've been playing all right recently. Yeah, Sammy Fine, been playing really well recently. Appy's had some decent games recently. I can see the Tigers getting home in this one. So my best bet is the Tigers head to head in this one.
Fair enough.
What's your best bet?
Yeah, look, pardon me. I'm taking the Eels here. I'm taking them with Sivo to score as well, and that leads to 225. We've got just a question in the chat suggesting, is this the biggest game in NRL history? I would say it's going to be the second biggest. The biggest will be the Tigers next year trying to avoid their fourth consecutive spoon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's up there. It's seriously up there.
Yeah, probably the biggest since 1997 grand final, if you ask me.
Mm,
The
mm,
final that quite literally saved the NRL.
true.
Yeah, it did. Just ask the Bay Tudor boys. They've done a quite good documentary on this.
Have they really?
Yeah, like, have you heard of there was a Netflix show, I think it was, the Bay Tudor Advocate did. No, Paramount Plus, sorry. And
Oh,
like
he's
they're talking about like massive like sporting moments in Australian history. And like they did a full serious documentary about the Super League War, and they went into detail about how Newcastle winning was ultimately the reason why the NRL won the Super League War.
nice. It's very interesting.
It is. I'd highly recommend chat.
But yeah, so you think this game will overtake that as the biggest game in NRL history, or
I think it'll be the second biggest since, unless next year it'll be the biggest on the basis they're going for four spoons.
mm,
And at
yeah,
that
no,
point, just fold the club, to be honest. Like, if you get four spoons in a row, I don't think you should ever play rugby league again.
yeah, fold them, bring the Bears back in.
They're already being brought back. Bring someone else in.
Not the real Bears, mate.
The Darwin Sheriffs or something.
Yeah, get the Darwin Sheriffs in.
What about I don't know, the Geelong, it starts with G.
Goannas.
Yeah, okay, that works. What about the Geelong Giraffes?
Mm, true.
Um,
Tigers need three in a row to vindicate the Knights. We got a comment.
Indeed, I definitely agree with that. Like, Newcastle wasn't that bad a team compared to this Tigers, so I think the Tigers need to be humbled.
Mm, true. But I've got to back the Tigers. Um, the next game of the round is the Rabbitohs versus the Roosters. Roosters trying to lock in that top two spot. I think if they win, they will lock in that. They will lock in second. So big game for them. Um, but you disagree. You like the Rabbits in this one.
Yeah, I like the Rabbits. We've got another message in the group chat. I do agree. Bring back the Rams. Adelaide deserves a rugby league team. Like that, honestly, it's so they need some sort of rugby league to make them less boring there.
Hmm.
When you're called the city of churches, you really don't have much going for you.
Yeah, like I'm in a bad place, not mentally. I'm just in Adelaide.
So true.
Hmm.
Like some dude literally died there, and then like he went missing and took his name off it just because he didn't want to be identified in Adelaide.
True.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the reason why I think the Bunnies are a decent chance, even though they're $4.20 outsiders, is we've seen this. This is a game the Bunnies get up for year upon year. Like it doesn't matter who's in their team. Last year was one of the best games of rugby league ever, just given the fact that so many players just randomly went to the bin. It was good viewing. I think we'll see the same again. Unfortunately, no Latrell, but I think Cody Walker will have motivation for once. And I think at $4.20, decent value there. And Roosters, as we know, are missing two of their four starting spine players.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree. Jack White out obviously as well for the Rabbitohs and
He's
this
been
Rabbits.
shit since they came there. Like I honestly think that Richie Kenner and Tane Milner are probably upgrades at center. And I'm saying it with sincerity.
Versus who?
Jack
Tani
White.
Milne's an upgrade at center on anyone.
What?
He's saying Tani Milne's an upgrade at center from
Yeah,
whoever we.
because you know that he's going to play okay every week.
Tani
And
Milne has
somehow
never
Jack
played
White's
okay in
lows
his
are
life.
worse than Tane Mills. I'll say that much.
Tani Milne is the worst player in the NRL.
And he still has better performances than Jack White.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Tani Milne, Tani, everyone leave in the comments if Tani Milne is better or worse than Jack White. That's
I'm
what you.
saying he's an upgrade because you know he's going to fucking show up, unlike Jack White, and he may as well just not be there.
Oh, that might be the hottest take ever that Tane Milne is better than is an
I'm
upgrade
not
on.
saying he's better. I'm saying he's an upgrade because you
Sorry.
know he's going to show up.
Mm,
He's going to play shit footy, but he's at least going to play better than fucking Jack White and Mine,
mm, I
if you get
disagree.
me. Okay, so
Um,
another big point though in this game is that Marky Mark Nawonga Nitawase is going to be
yeah,
starting somewhere in this game.
you've nailed the pronunciation there. I'm keen to see if it's Blocker or who gets the game. It has to be Blocker. Every single
It
Warriors
has to
game,
be Blocker. It
every
fucking
Warriors game is Blocker all like, every single week, and he goes Dellen what Zateni Waleni. Yeah, he never fucking gets it right.
yeah, he has like certain time slots. I'm fairly certain he gets 8 o'clock on Friday.
Always gets Warriors game, so hopefully he gets this one. He's no chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's actually a gun. He's looked really good in playing in Reggie's, so I like him on the wing there. And then you look at this team, like it's still stacked as fuck. It's
Is he
Tedesco,
is he gonna
Nawanga
play for
Lase.
Tonga?
It'll be Suoliti, Manu, Young, Kiri, Sandon Smith's pretty good as well. Lenu, Watson, Collins, Crane, Tupanua, White. Like the team's still stacked as fuck. It's still got Wong and Terrell May on the bench. Like
Yeah.
the team's still so much better than this Rabbitohs team. And the Rabbitohs team have nothing at all to play for.
What
I
he's
don't
saying that Peter Mamazoulis cannot get up like in a tough game.
I don't see any world where the Rabbitohs win this game and I'm smashing. Probably my best bet is I was on the Roosters minus 11.5 when we were meant to film yesterday, and it was like $1.86 and it's fallen to $1.75. I'm probably still going to take it at $1.75 because 11.5 is way better than 12.5. But in the Azaki 8, I've got 12.5, but 11.5 is such a nice line. Smacking
Okay, side bet here. Sean Kepi, I reckon this is the game he scores.
that. We can okay, what's the side?
$1 whole.
Okay, I'll bet you $1 that Sean Kepi doesn't score.
What game did he score a try in, actually?
There was a line, I can't remember.
No. Okay, we'll change that. We'll say that the winner of this bet gets a 5 minute head start in the five. Actually, gets one taken off in the 6, 12, 18, 24 challenge.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that doesn't benefit. That's so shit for you.
mate. Sometimes you just got to trust the heart, you know.
Okay.
He's scored in one game this season, so he's so due.
So
Call him a
true.
Korean
Like Ponga
alcoholic
was due.
beverage, if you will.
Not like Ponga was due. How he'd only scored. Ponga had only scored one, and then
He was due. I
everything's
told you,
happened.
I did also predict the week in which a certain second rower for Newcastle would break his drought.
You're a genius.
I am quite literally like Nostradamus.
Mm.
Back to the comments. We've got someone here saying Tade Milne is the most consistent player in the NRL. I agree.
Oh, consistently
Holy
shit.
shit.
What's the one just below that?
Is it weird? I want head from the heart. I want heart from the heart, mate. I want a D&M with you right now, Benny.
Oh, we got we got Paul saying I've also scored zero NRL tries this year. Hard, am I a sniff?
Yep, indeed a sniff. I reckon you're due, Paul.
Roosters could put the Q in the rack like the Storm. I like both first half. The only difference with the Roosters is that they have to win to lock in second. So
Adam, did
I
you learn that did you learn that phrasing this week? You've used it a lot recently,
what
like putting the Q in the rack.
I didn't. I'm reading the comment.
No, I'm saying that Adam, he said it
Adam,
twice now.
yeah. Well, he was comparing it to. He's used it twice, and it's because he was comparing it to another example.
Yeah, that's twice more than I've heard that used any other time. So infinitely more, actually, because, 2 times 0 is infinite.
True, rip him to shreds.
Apologies, actually, it's nothing. So, I did math.
Nice. Yeah, Roosters could put the Q in half. I like the Roosters regardless because yeah, no, that they need to win the game to lock in second. So I'm less inclined to play them first half than the Storm.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Let's jump to the next game.
yeah, let's go to the next game. So I
Dragons
believe
Raiders.
Dragons Raiders. This should be a fun one, actually. Battle of the Turds, if you will.
Battle of the Turds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've both been pretty shit recently. Raiders do get back Fogarty. I was gonna smash Dragons like best bet of the round potential if Fogarty wasn't playing, but it's a little less enticing now that Fogarty is there. I still do like the Dragons, but how are you feeling about this game?
Yeah, look, I think the Raiders will end up getting up, to be honest. I'm just taking them head to head. I don't know who's going to score for them, but the Dragons were possibly put on one of the worst performances I've ever seen last week. And the only reason they were even remotely close was because the Eels simply stopped playing rugby league. And I'm pretty sure you can agree with that as well.
Yep.
I think a team like the Raiders won't fold. I think that we could see another 40 plus points just based on what we saw last week.
Yeah, I mean, I think this should be a cracker of a game. Even though they both suck, I think they'll both get up for it to finish off their season. But yeah, for mine, I do like the Dragons. But a Dragons home game, sort of, they've played really poor the last couple of weeks. I think they'll be wanting to show that they're better than some of the recent results. Little back in, I think, is big for them as well. It's been really good throughout the season for them. And then, they get a bit of depth back in there. Outside backs, Moses Sully's playing. Jack Bird's gone to center. I don't know how this six goes, but I don't know. Jack Bird didn't set the world on fire at six last week. So I'm interested to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of, did you see that the fucking New South Wales Cup Player of the Year is Adam Cook? Like of all blokes, like how's he not getting a
whole,
start
for the
in
whole New
Canberra?
South Wales Cup. I thought
Yeah,
it
New
was
South Wales.
I thought it was just the Raiders New South Wales Cup player of the year.
Swear I was like just New South Wales Cup Player of the Year.
I don't think they would have announced that already, would they?
I swear they did. Look this up.
No, maybe you're right. You are right.
Yeah, Brad Fittler Medal 2024, Adam Cook.
Damn.
Like how's this dude not getting a start? Like what does he have to do?
I mean, their team, their 6 and 7 are good. Like, what do you mean?
I mean,
Fogarty's so good.
he wasn't starting last week.
Fogarty, yeah, because he was out, he
No.
was injured.
Cook.
Huh?
Cook poo.
Cook wasn't. Yeah, yeah, he was. I thought he was last week.
Fuck, sorry, he was actually. My apologies. I'm saying he should be starting over Strange. I don't care if he's way older. I want Cook in my team. I think it could go well, really well at Newcastle, actually.
That Strange has been so good. What are you even saying?
What?
Do you think Strange has not been good for them this year?
Yeah, he's been pretty crap, actually. No, I'm joking. He's been pretty good. I'm just pranking you, if you will.
Frags.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I
Anyway,
mean,
yeah, so the way I see this game, I think Raiders head to head, but it could be close. Or simply one team could just not show up. I don't really know which way this game's going.
yeah, I reckon probably one of the teams will win the game as well. Yeah.
Fair enough. I
No,
think one team will score more points than the other. That's my prediction.
yeah, no, I like the Dragons. Like the Dragons minus 2.5 is the best bet. Get that on bet 365 at dollar 91. Let's jump into the next game. The Bulldogs versus the Cowboys. Some pretty big implications in this one. Whoever wins this one will lock up fifth, it seems like. Um,
I don't really know why the Bulldogs are favourite in this one. They're missing Burton. They're missing Cherry as well. And wasn't there some potential of them missing Kikau? Is that right?
um, yeah, don't know about Kikau, but
Um,
they get back Brighton.
oh yeah, and then Josh Curran as well. He's playing busted. I don't know why they picked him. To be honest, I'd give him a week. Apparently, he's really injured. I just seriously think the Cows could and should win this.
Yeah, I mean, Cow's traveling is a bit of a trip for them. I prefer the Bulldogs, but if I'm going to play it, my best bet would be the Cowboys under 22.5 points. I think Bulldogs without Burton will go back to their defense more. Burton obviously offers a bit with his kicking game, a bit in attack. So I think they'll go back to their defense. So I like the Cowboys to score less than 22.5. Yeah, I think after such a poor defensive display last week, they'll go back to what they know and they'll defend really well and probably defend their way to a win. Um, yeah, I think Drew Hutch will do fine at 6. Obviously, he's no Burton, but I think someone like Crichton coming back in is massive for them. So I prefer the Dogs. I took the Dogs line in the Azarki 8, and yeah, got the Cowboys under 22.5. But you obviously like the Cowboys. So what's your bet in this one?
Look, I just think the Cows have got more to play for. I like picking teams who are chasing rather than defending positions. The way I see it, the Cows, I think, know that they can basically lock up. I think if they lose this, then they are probably going to be bumped down to seventh, just based on, unless there's a chance of them based on being bumped down to seven. I think they're going to try to win this to make sure that they end up with that home final. So I think they're going to keep on trying. They're going to fight and win for that fifth position.
They're in the exact, both the Bulldogs and the Cowboys are in the exact same position. The winner goes to fifth
Yeah.
because they're both on 34. Manly's on 33. So if Manly wins, they'll jump whoever loses, doesn't
Yeah.
matter who it is. And if they don't win, they'll stay in seventh. So there's the exact same motivation for both teams. It's no
Yeah,
difference.
but I think the Cows know that they're on the back foot here in the case of a draw. So I think the Cows push more.
What?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Doesn't make sense. They have the exact same motivation. They're in the exact same position, no matter
It
what.
makes sense, lad. Think about it. Just think about it. Use your brain.
What?
Chat, does this make sense or not?
Chat, leave a comment. Leave a comment if he's off his head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll see anyway. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. So let's move on to the next game because we're obviously agreeing to disagree here.
Mm,
Panthers v Titans. The Titans are ridiculous outsiders here at $7,
yeah.
and I think that's probably for a good reason. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think they deserve to be favorites by any stretch of the imagination, but I do like some of the ins in this. In their team, Kenny comes back in to fullback while the group was good. Kenny's been electric for them all season, so I think that'll give them a lot of confidence going into this one. Um, but like that, in saying that, I don't necessarily think they get close to winning. But if I had to pick a line, I like them at the plus 19.5, plus 18.5 that they're sitting at when you're getting that 3 converted tries. But in terms of like a best bet in the game, I'm not really willing to take anything. Panthers team can be scary when they're on. Even without Cleary, they can put teams away. So not really super keen on a best bet. But if I had to lean one way, which I am in the Zaki 8, I'm taking the Titans.
Yep, fair enough. I don't really agree with you there, to be honest. I think the Panthers are looking for one more impressive show before the finals, and I think this is going to be the time that they're missing David Fifita. But I think DFAF being out is probably a net positive based on how he performed last week. He was terrible.
Yeah, I don't think it's a net positive, but
Mate,
yeah,
if he's going to play like that, then it's definitely a net positive.
nah. I mean, people have really high standards for him. Even when he's average,
He was
he's
below average, mate.
he's still better than a lot of back rowers in the comp
Yeah,
and when he's not playing away. So he's definitely an out, but not as big of an out
yeah,
as he might have been previous years. Also, the Panthers, if they win, will lock in because they're on 38 versus the Roosters and Sharks both on 36. They'll lock in second if they win. So
yeah. Yeah, like I think the Panthers are going to have a good showing. I think Brad Schneider is going to try to lock down that position for the finals over Jack Cole. I think he's going to absolutely kill this game. And I think the Panthers have a chance of running away with it. So I'm taking Panthers at a line of negative 29.5. Bizza to River anytime at $6. Is that crazy or
it's not the craziest. Yeah, like they definitely could run away with it. I
also,
just
by the way, the chat agrees with me on the previous thing. You can't argue with the heart, it all made sense.
can't argue with heart there. Nice. I feel like I'm up against it. All these comments are very pro heart.
Yeah, mate, this is a pro heart comment,
We're
comment
gonna get a
section,
love
what
for
I
some
expect.
head. Does anyone else like head? Leave a comment.
Yeah. No one likes it, mate.
um, let's jump into the next game though. It's Manly Cronulla. Um, obviously a Manly home game, but a Manly team without Tommy Trbojevic. I think that speaks to your bet. But is there any particular reason you like the Sharkies in this one?
Yeah, look, the way I see it, I think the Sharkies just have a bit more of a passion. I think it is a Four Pines, formerly known as Lotto Land, if you will. And I think that's a name that should be sticking to it because how terrible it is. I just think that the losses of Saab and Turbo can completely turn around Manly. I mean, sure, DC is a great player, but they're missing their best player by far. I genuinely think that a team that Nico Hines is basically trying to prove the doubt is wrong. He's playing good footy. I think Nico could dismantle this Manly team.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's probably a bit far to say Saab's Manly's best player by far, but no, yeah, I'm just kidding. But
And I'll
um,
pay you $50 if you dox your address. You've been there, mate. You know the address.
come through to no,
Yeah,
don't be
if you look
silly.
through the chat, it'll be there eventually. Just find the event.
I mean, yeah, like he could dox my address if he wanted to, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'll just delete that comment quickly if he did that. Um, yeah, no, uh, yeah. Talking best bet in this one, I like the Sharks as well. I got the Sharks head to head. You can get that $2.05 at the moment. I think on most bookies, I think that's still on Sportsbet at that price. Yeah, sort of what you've spoken to. Nico Hines, is a pretty good fucking footy player. Um, and that was his first week back from injury last week. He was decent, but he's only going to get better from here as he sort of uh, get like works his way into things. So yeah, I back Nico Hines for a big one in this game against a depleted Manly team. Although Cooler has been pretty good at fullback, we've still got assets in this team that can go well. I think just they had a massive win last week. It might be a bit of a letdown spot for them. And obviously the Sharkies had that big loss last week. I think I prefer the Sharkies in that situation. Injuries to Manly, I don't know. I think everything just points to the Sharkies in this one. But now that I've said that, they probably fucking lose. But yeah, I don't know. Fan of the Sharks in this fixture going into finals. Um, last game of the round, biggest game of the round,
Yeah, quite
in
literally
my
the most
opinion.
important game. Well, second most actually, to be fair. There is one more important game than that, but we won't talk about it. It is Knights v Dolphins at McDonald Jones Stadium. Knights need a win, Dolphins need a win. Either team ends up in at the eight. The only way that the team doesn't is if St. George or the Raiders win by an amount that is quite literally the highest score ever. So,
Or
or there's a draw, but that's not the fun side. That's not fun.
yeah, yeah. Dragons would have to win by like let's say we win by one. Dragons have to win by like 80 something.
Yeah, which would be one of the highest scores ever. So yeah, it's probably not happening. It is fairly safe to say, unless there is some sort of bizarre divine act of nature, that one of these two teams will end up in the finals.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it should be a sick fixture. Um, bias, trying to put the bias aside, you have to think Knights probably get it done in this one.
Yeah, Finns do look
Knights,
scary from last week, though. I'll give them that.
yeah. Our team gets back Frizzell, uh, and is Pierce Paul on the extended?
Um,
Yeah, he's on the extended, so
yeah, he is.
he's a chance of coming back as well. But I think Frizzell's the big one.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
in the
Would
back
you
row
play for
there.
his after how Lucas played? Would you really rush Pierce Paul back if he's not quite ready?
Yeah, no, I think Lucas has been solid when he's played in the back row. So I'm not.
Yeah,
Pierce Paul hasn't. He's been good, but he hasn't really set the world on fire in the back row. So I'm not. I don't really
yeah.
care about rushing
And
him
then
back.
Frizzell, I hope Frizzell transitions into being locked soon, so we can play both Pierce Paul and Lucas at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a this year thing. I think that's a experiment in the off season and see how that goes. But yeah,
Can
Jack
I
Collar's
say
been
that?
playing well recently.
Yes, can I say Sebastian Sewer has one of the squarest heads I've ever seen? Look at
Came
him.
on, got fucking sent off, or got yeah.
Yeah, fastest ever
Yeah.
sin bin for a debut.
Was it really?
Yeah, he was there for like 4 minutes, dude. Like at
But
most.
that might not be the fastest ever.
Do you remember that game where Keegan Hicgrave got like sin bin twice? Like
I mean, vaguely.
I think he full on knocked a bloke out. Game used to be different back then.
Mm, game's gone soft.
Yeah, game has indeed gone soft, if you ask me.
Yeah, but in Newcastle, this is already a sellout. Ordered. I think there's only like single tickets you can get.
Um,
Um,
do you end up going to that game or have you chosen not to?
nah, I think we're gonna like do a barbecue or something.
Yeah.
Watch. Yeah, should be good. But yeah, I'm very, very, very keen to watch this game. Should be
Yeah,
sick.
I'm gonna have to watch this on a boat in the middle of Halong Bay. So the Wi-Fi better fucking work on this boat.
When's your flight?
I leave Saturday to Vietnam at around midday. Don't dox me, chat. But you will be able to find my flight on Skyscanner if you're keen.
Nice, nice. Drop your final questions in the chat. We're going to be wrapping up soon. Talk your best bet in this one though, and why you like it.
Yeah, look, I'm doing this bet from last week because I feel robbed. I'm just copy pasting Knight, Shark, Pong, best anytime. I was robbed last week, so they owe me. They do owe me.
Yeah, you know what they say. If it ain't broke,
I
but
mean, it is
you,
broke. It didn't work.
yeah, but it is broke. But if
I
it
mean,
is
it
broke,
made me
then
broke, so I lost money off it.
hmm, yeah,
Makes you
no,
think, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah,
My best bet. I don't have anything, but the Knights. Up the fucking Knights.
up the fucking Knights,
Yeah.
up the large cock. Legit. Devil's advocate for the Dolphins. Who's the most dangerous around the Knights? I mean,
I mean,
I think the way Hammer played last week was actually really scary. The way that he was playing roaming center,
yeah, I
it
mean
makes me worried that. Sorry,
both their centers. Herbie was really good as well.
Herbie was really good, but the way that Hammer went from that left edge to set up Herbie multiple times on the right made me so scared.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how do you defend that? How do you not know? Like, how do you mark numbers if this dude's continually switching where he is?
Best will mark him.
What you just roaming around as well, Bradman?
Nah, but the center matchup should be sick because both of our centers are gone as well. So it's
Yeah, it should be
gonna be
good.
a sick matchup. Trey Fuller versus Ponga will be a good matchup. Um, yeah, I'm just so keen.
Yeah, no, I'm so keen.
But I think they've lost the element of surprise, the Dolphins. So there's
Yeah,
less of that.
you say that, but what if they just put Isaiah Katoa back in?
Yeah, I mean they could, I guess, but yeah, I think that yeah, I agree with you though. Their biggest threat probably Hammer. Um, Trey Fuller might
Yeah,
chime in and do a bit, but I think Hammer's the guy for them. Just like Pong is the guy for us.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just as a fan, I think this will make for great watching this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the game. It's going to be the second biggest game of the round because we already know the biggest, and this time we have to accept it.
The spoon bowl.
Spitball.
Are you
I'm
going to be able
telling
to watch
you.
the Spoon Bowl?
Sorry.
You're going to be able to watch the Spoon Bowl?
I believe the flight I have has like I believe it does have Wi-Fi on board, so I should be able to watch.
Hectic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay like $30 for the fucking like international like rugby league stuff that's just so annoying, but
Worth every cent.
hope it fucking is.
Yeah,
You have to
I'm
pay
going to be
30 bucks a
doing
week
it.
for it, dude. It's such a rip-off.
What's that?
The NRL app is $30 a week to watch NRL internationally. It's
I'm
such
in
a rip.
Europe, so
Yeah,
then I'm gonna be away for the grand final. So if the Knights make the grand final, book an early flight back.
dude. Have you seen the cost of the tickets? Like legit $100 a ticket minimum. Like that's the cheapest in the house. And they've already sold so many as well.
The grand final,
Yeah,
worth every cent. If the
yeah.
Knights,
It's nice when I'd be selling my firstborn child to go to that game.
fucking oath, fucking oath.
I'd be selling my virginity.
Can't sell something that's already gone, mate.
What are you talking about? I'm coming out as a virgin.
True, reborn.
Yeah, reborn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anything
What?
else to add before we go?
Yeah, we'll give another 30 seconds. Otherwise we should probably I might need to like go wash out my eyes. I don't know what's happened, but they sting.
They sting.
Yeah. I
Yeah, you
probably
need
just
to
haven't
stop.
been blinking enough again.
You need to stop pissing in them,
What? What are you calling me, Todd Carney?
mate.
Do you think my stream is virile enough to like piss in my own eyes?
It's not.
No. Have you legit tried pissing in your own eyes? It's hard, dude.
I'm sure I could.
Do it. Do it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not going to do that right now.
Why not?
Trying to give it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, any more comments rolling in?
Good
Good
showing.
showing, lads.
Also,
Good.
cheers, Paul. Anyway, so I was going to say this, another part of the 6, 12, 18, 24 challenge. What if we have to visit a certain number of Maccas? Don't have to buy anything, but you just have to attend upon their venue.
Well, what? I guess we could like run to them and then
Yeah,
like
exactly. Just go for a trot.
yeah, take photos at different places.
Yeah.
We'll think about it. We'll have plenty of time. Won't be till October at least. So
Yeah, it'll be good viewing then. We'll upload it on the main channel.
yeah, sounds good.
Anyway, as always, we probably start heading off now.
Mm.
Do you want to close it up as we normally do?
Let's have a special closure, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honor to gamble irresponsibly with you this season.
Yeah, there is no one else I'd rather lose money with. Thanks for the good rides, good times.
Yeah, and Supercoach with as well.
Yeah.
I really
Congrats on
expected.
the
Um,
Supercoach win.
thanks, mate. I really expected you to be there with me. I expected a head versus heart grand final, but
Unfortunately, you win some, you lose some, and sometimes you just burn out too bright too early, mate.
the
Keep in mind,
brightest
I
stars.
was quite literally first place halfway through the season.
Mm, comps aren't won in April though, so
No, unfortunately not. As I found out, I'm just like St. George. It's not about where you are in the middle, it's where you are in the end. So you win some, you lose some.
yeah, I've always said that. But it's been a fucking pleasure and an honor, mate.
Cheers.
We'll we'll go fuck ourselves or
In the ass. Oh, you can't cut that one out, can you?
I can't cut out all the dumb shit you said so far, but anyway.
How can you cut it out? It's too late. It's on YouTube.
I know that's what I'm saying. I can't cut any of this
Yeah.
out, unfortunately.
Uh,
Anyway,
you can't
uh,
silence me, mate. Anyway, yeah.